Hello everybody, Inter back again with another video. Yeah guys, I have been at break. I needed a break after that Australian Open. I believe I did 15 videos during the Australian Open. So Inter, he needed a break because I have a life outside YouTube as well. But now guys, I am back, right back at you with a video. And what kind of video do I want to talk about after this break? Yeah, of course I want to talk about Djokovic, Nadal and Federer. And the question will be here, will Nadal and Djokovic catch and surpass Roger Federer's Grand Slam record at 20? Like we all know, Roger is leading the Grand Slam race at this current moment with 20. But I don't think that will be the case forever, guys, because Djokovic is 3 behind and Rafael is only 1 behind. And if you look at the past history, the last couple of years, who has been winning these majors? It is Djokovic and it is Nadal. In 2019, Djokovic and Nadal, they shared all 4 Grand Slams together, 2 Djokovic, 2 Nadal. In 2018, Djokovic won 2, Rafa won, and Federer, his last lately Grand Slam title that he won back in Australian Open in 2018. And in 2020, this new decade, Djokovic starts this new decade by winning his 17th Grand Slam title. And to look at the last 7 slams that has been played, Djokovic has won 5 of them. So, and if you look at the next gens, Tsitsipas, Medvedev and Dominic Thiem, who by the way is not a next gen anymore, he's 26 years old, they are not winning any majors yet. They are knocking on the door and playing the slam finals. Like Thiem has played 3 and Medvedev has played his first back in US Open last year, lost an epic 1 against Nadal in 5 sets. Tsitsipas has never played the Grand Slam final, but only a semi-final where he got destroyed by Rafael Nadal in straight sets back in 2019 semi-finals, Australian Open. We are not seeing any signs that Djokovic and Nadal will stop winning Grand Slam titles yet. We are not seeing, and Federer is done winning Grand Slam titles in my opinion. I hope though I'm wrong when it comes to Federer. But after what happened to Federer back in 2019 Wimbledon final, I just don't trust on the dude anymore. I just don't do it. Period. He had a golden opportunity, but he just couldn't do it. He couldn't serve it out with his serve, even though that he had 2 straight championship points. I don't want to talk about that anymore, because if I do that, I just will be insane and will be even more angry. So, considering with all the things I've said, and some of you can say, but Medvedev, he's knocking on the door. He just pushed Rafael Nadal to a 5-set battle against in that US Open final. Dominic Thiem is knocking on the door. He just played his 3rd Grand Slam final in Australian Open against Djokovic and pushed Djokovic to a 5-sets battle. Yeah, you can look at it that way, but they are not winning. In the end of the day, guys, we will remember who lifted the trophy, not who was the runner-up. And Medvedev, he should be proud by his performance against Nadal, in my opinion, in that US Open final 2019. He should be proud because he was down 2-0, 2-love down, and he came back and leveled the match to 2-2, and then was, I believe, even a break up in the 5th set, if I'm not mistaken. Medvedev, he really pushed Nadal, and Nadal did a great performance in that US Open final. It was not a beast mode Nadal, but it was for sure a super great Nadal, in my opinion. Nadal, he fired over 60 winners in that final against Medvedev. And Nadal, who is not a first strike tennis player a la Roger Federer, and who likes not to take big cuts on the ball, and who plays not with very, very high risk and who doesn't play with small margins. But despite that, he did over 60 winners against Medvedev, 61 or 62, something like that in that final. So Rafa, he did a super great match in my opinion, and Medvedev, he did a great match. I don't think Medvedev could do more. He pushed Rafael Nadal to the limit in that US Open final. And even when Rafa was serving for the title, Medvedev, he did the life miserable for Rafa Nadal. He was with Rafa to the finish line and didn't went down. He had even one break punch opportunity in that last game of the match in that 2019 US Open final, what I remember. So he just never went down. He went toe-to-toe with Rafael Nadal in that US Open final. Team, he should be much more disappointed in his performance in that Australian Open final. Because Djokovic, my dear God, he played, in my opinion, Djokovic, he won that Australian Open final with average level. You know that? And team, he should not be happy with his performance. Djokovic, for God's sakes, did 57 unforced errors! 57! And he came and he won the match despite that. Team let him off his teeth despite that Djokovic making 57 unforced errors. But team, he did 57 unforced errors himself. So he did life easy for Djokovic. Team was the better player the first 3 sets. You know that, guys? He was the better player. Team did 34 unforced errors the first 3 sets. Djokovic did 40 unforced errors the first 3 sets. But then team, he went and disappeared. He made life easy for Djokovic by doing 23 unforced errors the last 2 sets, the 4th and the 5th set. And Djokovic by doing only 17 unforced errors the last 2 sets. And team, he said, here Djokovic, take the trophy. Team did do not a disaster match, not a bad match, but not a great match. So Djokovic defeated team with average level. And that was not the case with Rafael Nadal against Medvedev in that US Open final 2019. So can we trust in these young guys, Djokovic, Tsitsipas, Medvedev and Dominic Thiem, that they will start winning majors in the near future? Can we do that? Because when the big matches will arrive, will they deliver? Dominic Thiem didn't do that in that US Open final. Despite that, Djokovic didn't do a great match. For God's sake, Djokovic 1 year ago against Nadal, he did only 9 unforced errors in that out-of-this-world performance. That was, of course, Novak's best performance of his career. He will never do that kind of performance ever again, Novak Djokovic. Team had his chance, his opportunity, a great chance, but he didn't take it. And that's what makes me believe that Djokovic and Nadal, they will continue winning majors. And who will stop them at least for 1 or 2 years ahead? Who will stop them? Who will stop them, for God's sakes? Will these guys do it? Will they do it? I will believe it when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. Before I see it, I will not believe it. I will not believe it. Djokovic or Nadal will win the French Open. Djokovic or Nadal will win the French Open. Nadal is, of course, the superior favorite in French Open. And Djokovic has a chance as well. If Djokovic comes to the other side of the draw and avoids Thiem, and Nadal and Thiem face each other in the semi-final, Djokovic has a chance. Djokovic has a chance. He's one of the top 3 favorites in French Open. So I think both Djokovic and Nadal will surpass Roger Federer's Grand Slam record at 20. Roger's Grand Slam record at 20 is not safe. Roger, if he wants to have that record on his name, he needs to win more majors, Roger. Because 20 will not be enough for Roger Federer. It will not be enough for Roger Federer to have that record. It will not be enough. And Roger, he will not win more majors. I think Roger is done by winning majors. I don't trust in Roger what happened in Wimbledon last year. I just don't do it. And he's not super young. He's 38 years old. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and bye bye.